Hey guys, I'm Deepthi Desikan, and in this video we're going to be talking about lipsticks under a budget of rupees 300. So I did get quite a few requests to do a video like this, especially for people who are like going to college and who want to own a lot of lipsticks in general and try out different shades. I thought I will make a video like this one. So I'm swatching a couple of new launches. I'm also talking about the ones I already own and the ones that I really like, so you have the best of both. And also do let me know if you have any more recommendations. And before we get started with this video, the lip swatches are not going to be perfect, you guys. It's really hard to swatch some of these lipsticks and liquid lipsticks. So some things like this sugar pop liquid lipstick formulation, it's very hard to take it off your lips, and then it kind of stains around the lips as well. And I don't really wear a lot of makeup when I'm doing these swatches, so it just gets onto my bare skin and it stains. So it's a lot harder to do that. It's not that I don't know to line my lips well. And sometimes what happens is over time, like you're doing these lip swatches for such a long span of time, just sitting in one place and the same motions, my hand just gives up on me and it gets a little bit jittery. So that's when, you know, I don't get that even application, because I got a comment like this saying that you own so many lipsticks and you don't know to swatch them right. Wanted to let you guys know that I can't make it perfect just like that. So if I was swatching maybe 5 or 6 lipsticks, I could make it look better, or if I was swatching it on my hand, then it was a very easy job. But swatching different shades, different kind of undertones on your lips, it does stain and eventually it like bleeds everywhere. So yeah, that's something I wanted to let you guys know. Anyways, let's get started with the swatches. The first shade I'm going to be swatching is Insight 24-Hour Lipstick, and this is in the shade Moody. Now, this doesn't suit my skin tone. This is for people of lighter skin tone. So I was asked to recommend a nude shade for lighter skin tone as well, because most of the shades that I recommend, of course, works for my skin tone without makeup, and that's how I like to pick my makeup as well. If you have like a fair to light skin tone, this would really look nice on you. Now, the formula of this is quite long wearing, but it does feel a little heavy and sticky on the lips. It's not like the Swiss Beauty non-transfer lipstick, so just keep that in mind. The next shade we have doesn't have an MRP under rupees 300, but you can always find this on discount for about like 280 rupees and around that price tag. This one is the Lakme Absolute Matte Melt Mini Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the shade Magenta Rhythm. I really like the shades that they have in this particular range. You can try out any shade in this. Brown Souvenir, they have some deeper red shades. All of it is really nice. This is such a nice deep pink shade with a little bit of berry hints to it. So definitely do try this out. This would suit all skin tones. I really like the formula of this. It does take a little bit of time to completely settle down to a matte finish on your lips, but once it does, it feels really nice and comfortable, and it is also quite long wearing. I have worn this formula like throughout the day and I haven't regretted it. Next up, we have a very popular shade, which is L18 Liquid Lip Color. This one is in the shade Nutty Latte. This is a really nice reddish brown shade, which would look really nice on every single skin tone, and on deeper skin tone, it would look like a nice brown nude shade. The only thing is that the formula of this is not the most long lasting. It is also like not very pigmented. So it is a little bit thin, and if you have to get it to the pigmentation you desire, you have to run it over your lips a couple of times to get it to the pigmentation I have right now as well. I find it to be quite comfortable on my lips. I don't find it to be very drying. Next up, we have the Swiss Beauty lipstick in the shade Dark Brown. These shades have been bought back in stock, so I'm trying to swatch as many as I can so that you can pick up some nice shades while they are still in stock. I always talk about the shade Bronze, Mauve Taupe, Rusty Nude, but this is also a shade I really like. It's a really nice cool toned brown shade, and again would look really nice on anyone who prefers this kind of a cool toned shade. Of course, if you don't like it, you wouldn't enjoy this shade, but I really like it on myself as well. Next up, we have the shade called Burgundy from Swiss Beauty. Again, a beautiful deep pink shade with a little bit of purple hints to it. And I have used this one so much, but I haven't talked about it as much on my videos. So in case you're like looking for a swatch of this, or if you just wanted to pick up a very affordable shade in this color family, you can try this out. Next up, we have the Sugar Pop Matte Lip Color. This one is in the shade Raspberry. I find these to be very similar to the other sugar lipsticks as well. I mean, this is owned by the same brand, and I feel like it is quite drying on my lips. I don't find it to be very comfortable, but the shade selection again that they have is very tempting. They have beautiful shade range. I have this one in the shade Raspberry, which is a beautiful pink toned red shade that is more pink to it than red, and it looks really nice. Like it brightens your face, it brightens your teeth, everything looks really nice, but just that the formula, I find it to be quite drying on my lips. Like it does powder off and then gets onto your teeth, so just be aware of that. Next up we have the Swiss Beauty HD lipstick in the shade Murphy Brown, which is a beautiful deep red shade with a lot of brown hints to it. Now if you're looking for something like this shade, it's really nice, pigmented, smooth on your lips, doesn't dry your lips out. This formula again is really nice, and this will surpass a lot of your high-end lipsticks. Like if you wanted to try out a high-end lipstick and you're like, no, I'm only a high-end lipstick person, this lipstick will put a lot of high-end lipsticks to shame for sure, because it's beautiful. The formulation is really nice. They have a lot of different shades for you to choose from, which I have recommended in my videos over time and again, so I don't want to keep repeating those shades. The next one is also from Swiss Beauty. This one is in the shade Dynamite Berry, which is a little bit more berry toned, pink toned compared to the previous shade, which had more brown. So you have two deep red options. I get a lot of complaints saying I don't include a lot of reds and deeper shades, so that's the reason I'm swatching different shades in this video. So it's not just nude, it's not just brown, it has different shade options. Next up, we have the Swiss Beauty Lip Crayon in the shade Purple Villain, which is a purple shade. It's a very wearable purple shade. So I think if you're looking for something like this, you'd really like it. Also from Swiss Beauty, the lip crayon, we have the shade called Bear, which I think would suit light and light medium skin tones. It's like a peachy nude with a little bit of brown to it. And I feel like on my skin tone, it's not the most flattering, but this is a popular shade and that's the reason I picked it up. Next up, I picked up this shade in a whim. Okay, I had no idea. I thought it was going to be a brown shade. This is in the shade Coffee Crew from Mars, and this is their matinee lipstick, and this is not my favorite. It has a lot of like green hints to it, and it's not the most wearable shade. I mean, I have a lot of cool toned browns and everything, but this is certainly not for me. So next up, we have the Insight Liquid Lipstick in the shade Joyful. This was recommended to me quite a few times, and that's the reason I picked up this shade. And it's a very warm toned brown shade, a little too orange for my liking. Of course, this would suit people of lighter skin tones maybe, but not for me. The formula of these liquid lipsticks are very thin, so you have to layer it up quite a bit on your lips to get it to the pigmentation you desire. They're long wearing, they're not the most drying on the lips, but it smells different. This batch of the Insight Liquid Lipstick, it smells like fish or something like that, and it's not the most pleasant smelling ones. Next up, again from Sugar Pop, we have the liquid lipstick in the shade Mauve. This is like a deep nude on my skin tone. It has a little bit of brown, a little bit of pink to it as well. I really like it. Like I mentioned, the formula is quite drying. It can get on your teeth, but the shade selection that they have is amazing. This would suit people of deeper skin tones as well. Next up, we have the shade called Brownie Point from Swiss Beauty. This is a very different shade in my opinion. It has a little bit of terracotta hints to it. It's a little brighter. It has a little bit of peach. I absolutely love this shade, and I really like the formula of these lip crayons. They're long wearing, they're comfortable on the lips, and they feel like a high-end lip crayon, and they're very pigmented as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Do let me know if you have some lipstick recommendations in the comment section down below. Irrespective of the budget, you can leave it in the comment section down below, and also let me know what other videos you would like to watch. And while you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so it's notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in my next one.